Do you know why you should dink middle in pickleball? We're talking about pickleball. That's 5 reasons why, and we're going to jump into it right now. Guys and ladies, please subscribe, please leave your comments, and don't forget, this is very important, to have a good Monday. Danny is in the near left-hand corner. He's in blue, and there's so many reasons he should have dinked middle, so many reasons. Instead, he got isolated on an island against Mark Johnson, one of the most senior dinkers of his type. One of the dinkers you never want to really get in this crazy angle dinking war with. And when you do this, you may need a diaper. The first reason why you should dink middle is because it causes pop-ups. Why does it cause pop-ups? Because it really moves your opponents around. And when they move around, that paddle gets behind them. What happens when your paddle gets behind you? You got it, you pop it up. Where should you hit a dink? You should hit it out in front, right? But when you dink deep middle, that back here. When you're back here, what do you have to do? You use more wrist. This is a 5-0 gold medal match in New Jersey. It's a prime example of why you should dink middle, and all eyes should be on the man in white right here. Right there. Did you see what happened? He dinked middle, drew the pop-up, and got the put away. Let's see that again. Right there. Right there, and I'll slow it down. It's a couple inches past the kitchen line. It's a push dink. It's pretty aggressive, and he knew what he was doing. The man is a predator. He's a predator because he's dinking middle, drawing their pop-up, and this is how you win 5-0 matches. Just beautiful. The second reason you should dink middle is because it widens the court. It makes your angle dinks a lot more effective because you're keeping your opponents off balance. What happens when you keep your opponents off balance? You got it. They make more mistakes. When they make more mistakes, you win more games, you win more tournaments, and your partner likes you a lot more. Watch Mark Johnson. He's in the top right-hand corner, and he utilizes the court so well, so well. That's the first dink middle. What does it get his opponents to do? To change direction, and gets David involved. The second dink middle's right there, and his opponents handled pretty well. And there it is. He draws the error with the third dink middle. So he's really varying his angle dinks with the dink middle, and this really will create a lot of errors. It will. I watch a lot of tape. I don't have much of a life, and I see this all the time right here. So here it is. He's going to dink middle. He's not going to try that crazy angle. There it is. And look, most people would change direction. No, he goes deeper down the middle and he draws the error. Number 3, and this is beautiful, it creates confusion between your opponents. As you move your opponents around and then dink deep middle, they're not sure if they should take it with the forehand or backhand middle. It creates more errors and they get angry at each other. As your opponents get angry at each other, what happens between you and your partner? You feel happier, you have better chemistry, and you win more matches. Yep, you do. I see this so often. So watch this point very carefully. David now is in the top right-hand corner, and right there, and I'll put it in really slow motion. I know it doesn't look amazing. So that's the dink out wide. Here's the first dink middle. Mark handles this very well. He dinks back, and David goes right back to the middle. And if you look, Gary Galt, who's in the near right-hand corner, he flinches. When he flinches, Mark thinks Gary's taking it. It creates confusion, and he misses. Number 4, and so many people make this mistake. When you're off the court, what should you do? You should dink middle. You should dink middle and get back in the point and not hit this crazy angle where your partner gets upset with you and you lose the match. Dinking middle helps you get back in the point when you're off the court. This is an example of what not to do, and I see this so often. Right there. Instead of dinking middle, Sam accelerates too fast, tries for this crazy angle, and he misses. It's errors like this that will prevent you from doing well in tournaments. And what should you do? You should do this. This is Zane. He's running off the court, and look, he just dinks middle. He dinks middle. He gets back in this point, and look what happens. You get back in the point, you dink middle, you reset the point, and then you do this. Let's see that dink middle right there. Right there, he's running off the court and just dinks middle. He doesn't panic. Number 5, and if you know this, you're probably a 4-5 or 5-0 because you're very strategic. Dinking middle helps get the better dinker involved. Why does it help get the better dinker involved? In a tournament, the weaker dinker will be targeted. When the weaker dinker is targeted, they tend to get in this crazy angle dinking war. Don't do it. Don't fall into this trap. If you're the weaker dinker in a tournament, dink middle more, get the stronger dinker involved, and win more matches. Out of our group, there's no one that dinks middle better than David Nell. David Nell's in the top right-hand corner. That's the second dink middle. That's the third dink middle. And that gets Sam involved. Sam puts it away. It draws a pop-up, but it also gets Sam involved. When you get your partner involved, they don't get iced, and it creates rhythm. When you have a good rhythm, you do well. Period. Pickleball lovers are the to dink middle that I missed. please leave your comments. Please subscribe. Here is another really good video that I suggest. And don't forget this, to have a good day.